You've done your keyword research and now you're wondering, how do I add my keywords to my YouTube video? If you've been taught by others that you need to stuff your keywords into every corner of your video, the title, the description, the tags, you've actually been taught the wrong strategy. The algorithm has changed and the way that you use keywords can have a drastic impact on the success of your channel. In this episode, I'll reveal what YouTube actually pays attention to and which keyword myths are still wasting creators' time. And finally, you'll learn how to optimize your videos so that they show up at the top of search and target the right audience for you. Let's dive right in. So first, let's just talk about the tags field. Does YouTube read your tags to understand your video? No, YouTube doesn't look at the tags field anymore. Now, the only exception, and this is explained by YouTube, is if something else hasn't worked, because YouTube has an automatic transcription feature, it has an AI tool that will scan your video. So if for some reason, maybe for the first 10 seconds of launching a video, those things haven't happened, then perhaps it'll look at your keywords field. I produce over 60 different YouTube channels, each of them that have hundreds of videos ranking at the top of YouTube, and this is something I've never had to worry about. Whether you leave the keyword field blank or put something in there, it won't make a difference. So do I still use it? Yes, because it's easy to do, but if that's the only thing that I did, I actually wouldn't expect to get any results. Will putting keywords into the description help me rank? The answer is no. Like, what helps you rank for a keyword is what your video's about. We'll talk about the title in a moment, so let's focus on the content of the video. Is your content about a specific thing? If you're talking about that thing, you're naturally going to put keywords all throughout that. And when YouTube scans your transcript but actually uses AI to scan your content, what is your video about? And when people are searching for what your video is about, that's what's going to make your video rank. Now, if your video is about something and people go to your description, you want to make your description focused on the viewer, not the algorithm. Now, the very top couple lines of your description in some places will be shown to people that can encourage them to click on it and watch it. Like, oftentimes YouTube videos are shown on Google, and Google is a place where they might show the top lines of your description. So it's not about stuffing keywords in there, but letting people know what your video's about and enticing them to want to watch it. So whether there's keywords in there or not, the description is really focused on the viewer. And if somebody's going to take the time to click that little see more or view more, that's hard to do, even on the phone or on your desktop, either way. If people are going to view your description, what are they looking for? Do they want more information about you? Did you share a resource or tell them about a program you have or refer to a product they can get on Amazon? The chapter feature in YouTube is set up in the description. So if you want chapters on your video, which is a good idea, you'll put them in the description, but put all the links that people might be looking for if they want to find out information about you and your business. It's good to put your bio in there and any information that might be helpful for viewers to know. True or false? The title is only for humans. The description is for the algorithm. Well, I guess this would be false. I would say both are for humans, right? The title is actually for the algorithm. The algorithm is what helps put you in front of people, but the way that we're determining that is we're doing keyword research to find what these people are asking. So that becomes the title. We pass that on to the algorithm so the algorithm knows which people to show your video to. I would say the description is 100% for people, not the algorithm. Should I add as many keywords as possible wherever I can? If you were to rewind 20 years ago, that strategy actually worked. You could make a video that was like a cooking video, but you could put Michael Jackson in your keywords or in the description and your video would rank if somebody was typing about Michael Jackson. For obvious reasons, that doesn't work anymore, and trying to put keywords everywhere just makes no impact on your video if your video is not about that thing. But naturally, if you're talking on a subject and your video is, say, 10 minutes long, you're going to be saying a lot of words throughout those 10 minutes. That is putting the right keywords right where they need to be. So all you have to do is be an expert on the subject you're talking about, or have experience, right, that you can really share. So when people ask a question, if you know the answer to the question, that's the focus of the video. Is saying the keyword once in the video enough? Well, yes and no. The yes part would be, if the keyword research led you to this 10-word question, at the beginning of the video, I would say that 10-word question, letting them know this is what we're talking about. And so, do I need to repeat that 10-word question later in the video or multiple times? No, you don't need to do that, but you do need to talk about it. You do need to answer that question thoroughly in that video. And so all the things that you say throughout the video are going to relate to that question. Should I include hashtags, and are those considered keywords? Yes, you should include hashtags. Do they do anything? I really can't say. And in all my research, I haven't really seen any consistency. So my keyword research strategy is to find an 8 or a 9 or a 10 word phrase, and that's my keyword. But hashtags, you can't put that many words in them. YouTube has a unique feature. You can add between 1 and 3 hashtags in your description, and those will become links that people can click on and go to that hashtag, and it will list all the videos that use that same hashtag. So that can be a cool feature to link your video with other videos that have that hashtag. From all the years that I've been using these hashtags, I haven't seen any results or any data that shows that it's bringing me results. So I don't really know. It's something that's so easy that in every episode I put in hashtags that relate. But if I didn't follow my keyword research strategy and find really specific questions, it wouldn't matter if I used the hashtag. I would not expect my video to rank because I used a hashtag. Does the file name of the video matter for SEO? This is a fun one because you'll actually hear a lot of people today talking about this, and they'll recommend that you change the file name of your video and the file name of your thumbnail to have your keyword in it. Now that's an easy thing to do. When I make a video and it's answering an 8-word or a 10-word question, the file name that we naturally use will have the date, it will have the channel name, and it will have that question in there. So for me just to edit it down and get rid of the dates and the channel name and just have that question, it's something that I do, but often I forget to do it. And does it really matter? No, it doesn't matter at all. Where this stems from is if you rewind back 20 years ago, for website SEO, how Google knew what your website is about is because you put these keywords everywhere that you could. So when you had a photo on the page, you'd put your keyword in the file name of that photo. You would embed a video that had the name of that video and the file name be that keyword. And you do article marketing and blog commenting and have everything linking back these keywords because that's the only way that the algorithm for Google knew what this page was about. And the more things you had linking back, the more authority there were, and kind of like the more momentum that would encourage Google to rank this at the top. Well, YouTube doesn't need any of that today. It's kind of silly to think that, ooh, if I put Michael Jackson in the file name of my video or the file name of my thumbnail, that now when people go to YouTube and they type in something about Michael Jackson, that my video is going to appear at the top. So can you do it? Sure, it's something that's really easy to do, but it's not going to really make a difference. Can I change keywords after I've uploaded the video? Well, this is a fun question to answer because it actually brings up some misconceptions. It assumes that the most important place to put your keywords is in the keyword field, and later can you come in and change up what those keywords are? Yeah, you can do whatever you want, but is that going to help your video rank in the search engines? No, it's not going to do a thing. So the other way to look at it is if you're following my strategy, you do keyword research, and that question, that long specific question, is going to become the title of your video. If you think of it that way and ask yourself, can I change my keywords? Can I change the title of my video? That will actually hurt you. The title is really important, and I've had experience where if you even change a single letter in your title, let's say you spelled something wrong and notice it later, if you change it, it will reset your video. So if your video has any momentum, if it's built up this history and the YouTube algorithm knows what your video is about and it's ranking at the top of search, you can jeopardize that by changing your title. Now, if your goal is views and going viral and focusing on ad revenue, changing your title is a key strategy. You want a title that within a very short amount of time is going to get a lot of views, and if that title isn't working, then yeah, they change their title, they'll change their thumbnail, they'll keep changing it so they can really maximize the amount of views in that short amount of time. But that's the opposite of the approach that I want to take. I'm not expecting huge surge of views in the beginning. From my subscribers, I might get an initial boost of views on the first day, but that's not important to me. I want my videos to get in front of people who've never heard of me before. I want people to find me through search so that I can really market and I can generate leads. So when I pick a title, that's my focus. I'm focusing on people who've never heard of me before that want to find me through search. So I pick that title, that's my keyword, and I make a video answering that question. It would be really weird to then later change the title because then I would have to change the content of my video to answer the new question. In this episode, I've shared a lot with you. It was mostly in the form of just answering a variety of questions. What I've done in another episode, I'll link to it right here, is I've gone a lot more sequential, and I've actually created a course to take you step by step so that you can know exactly how to get your videos ranking at the top of YouTube. My goal is for you to dominate YouTube for your niche, and I teach the LEAF strategy. So if you want to learn how to do that, go watch this video. It's called YouTube SEO Full Course.